Guys, it's me again. And glasses off. This is another gonna be one of those real videos, right? And what I want to be real about today is the fact that, bro, I have no friends. Let me explain what I mean by that, cuz there's a very specific thing that I mean by that. I have individual friends, like real life friends, right? And I've talked about this a little bit before in my video on fake friends. I'll leave that in the description and in the community posts and stuff, but yeah, bros, what I mean by when I say that I have no friends is that I'm not a part of any friend groups. And honestly, like, let's be real, that's the primary way that people meet each other. People develop good friendships, good relationships. But I literally don't have any friends despite trying for the past um 10 years. Five of those, so like half of that was entirely my fault. I was just moving. I had an operation which forced me to miss the first semester of high school. So those friendships that could have happened there didn't solidify. Um, but I was also, just an angsty, um, reclusive teenager, right? So that didn't help at all. And that is my fault. And the chances that or the opportunities that I should have taken to go out during that time, that is entirely my fault. I was being a dumb kid. Um, but really, for the past five, I'm not saying I haven't had any slip ups. I really have. I have been trying and with no success. No success at all, guys. And let's face it, we all need friends, right? And we all need a friend group. And like I said, I do have individual friends, but for most of them, I would consider them like acquaintances, basically. Like the type of friends that only call you when they need you or whatever, or if you see each other, but they'll say like, "Hey, how are you?" This and that and whatever, right? But let's be real, bro. I want to go out and do stuff. I really do, but I'm disabled. I can't drive. I have brain damage, literally. So I can't drive. Everything needs to be pre-planned, and for most friend groups, stuff is kind of spontaneous. Yes, there's a little planning, but with me, that's just impossible. And I've tried the hobby thing. I have what's called a third place, right? So a place that's not your house or work or school. I have that in my neighborhood. I have a little park, and um I've been sort of lax on it now cuz I've had an internship, but um I do have a third place that I go for the past 2 years during the summer. I've gone there to read, and I've met again lots of great individual people, but not anything that has transferred to regularly going out. Um and I know a lot of guys, especially, not really girls. Oh, a good amount of girls, but not like the amount of guys are going through that same thing too, bro. And I know a lot of you are gonna say, "Oh, well, we've offered you Discord and all of the," and I agree with that. But guys, I'm talking about touching grass, bro. So I'm talking about seeing a human person live, face to face, bro. Like, and talking with the boys and the girls and whatever, bro. And like, I don't know, it after trying so hard and failing, it really feels like I'm just worthless. Like I'm a piece of crap. I just like I'm nothing because I failed to do such a basic human thing. And like I don't know what else to do. I'm trying to be on my grind, whatever, trying to get myself a job, but like let's be real, son. Like people, if you're disabled, don't want to be seen with you. And disabled friend groups, because you never know what the ability level is gonna be like. You can't really like assume that you're gonna be able to do that much because of the ability level between each person, right? And so that leaves you with usually an able-bodied person having to figure out how it is that they're going to accommodate you. And some people just really don't want that. A large part of having a friend group is that spontaneity, and that's just absent if you're disabled, because there's so much planning that goes into it. I remember one girl, I had commented on a video about how it's hard for men to be social, and I was like, yeah, like people don't want to accommodate you or whatever. And she's like, oh, well, these things have to be spontaneous, you can't force it, there can't be any pre-planning, whatever. But I'm like, lady, I'm literally in a chair. You need to pre-plan things well in advance to scout out stuff. And if you get to be closer, like, to being an adult, like, obviously you're gonna need to do that because of work schedules even and stuff. So like, I don't see why that's an issue. But yeah, anyway, like there's just so many like obstacles that I've tried to overcome and just failed each time. Not to mention the horrible transportation system in the US. If your city even has it, mine does, but you know, it only takes you to a select few places, basically places to get medical stuff done. Outside of that, you're like it's over for you. And that's something that does need to change. The United States used to be really good on public transportation, but then they became a car first nation, and it all went downhill for um sociality, for disabled people in the environment. From it was never good to begin with, okay, but at least they were a little more accommodating in that respect. That's one of the ways in which the US has went back. But yeah, bros, I have no friend groups. I don't have any people to do anything with except individuals, and even then they're so flaky. I talked about that before. Um anyway, yeah, guys. Um That was me explaining my situation of why I have no friend as a disabled guy. Bye.